Hello and welcome to the MG Cup qualifying here at a sunny Snetterton, but a very windy and quite chilly one. I'm joined here today by Paul Walsh. How are you doing, Paul?
Doing well, thank you, Charles. It's a lovely day, and what a way to celebrate the 55th year of the MG Cup. Season finale, 2 rounds at Snetterton, and 3 championships all wide open. You couldn't ask for a better combination.
No, exactly that, exactly. It's going to be a very, very exciting day of racing as we're getting cars come through already. If we could just quickly chuck up the TSL so you can see some of the live timing. And while you're looking at that, we can take a look who's on pole. So, looks like Fraser Burns is on pole. So, brilliant lap time from him. And followed by McDermott and then Ellington. So a brilliant lap there from Ellington. I think he'll be quite happy with that. I was talking to him before the show and he was saying he was looking for a 2:19 to put himself sort of up there in the mid-pack, and he's not too far away from that at all, is he? So fantastic work from him. Followed by Bolton, Lowry, Dowler, Ludlow, Robinson, Nixon and Robinson. There's your top 10. From 11th down, Burns, Tranter, Chapman, Emmett, Woodward, who is your current championship leader, Bolton, Forster in that lovely estate Montego, Warner, Surgeon, Heron, Drake, Gaskin, Cochrane, Birchall, and following up with what looks to be a bit of a mechanical issue as he's in the pits already, Atkinson. So yeah, that's currently how it stands at the checkered flag.
Oh, indeed. And the interesting thing about this qualifying session is the fact that some of our big championship leaders, such as, for example, there, what would be Dowler and Ludlow, are right up towards the front. But meanwhile, a bit of a surprise there for Chris Bolton, quite a way down the order. But when I was catching up with Chris Bolton in the build-up to his qualifying session, he was saying he was a bit nervous about today and just really looking to try and find the pace around it. His first time taking the MG to the circuit. He's been in a Honda Civic before, in an FK2, but in a much slower car, a bit of a learning experience for him.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting you say that, because I know speaking to Lance Ellington earlier as well, he was saying how, you know, he's never been here before and he was sort of finding his feet yesterday, which is why he was, you know, saying how if he can get close to that 2:19, then he'd be quite happy, and I think he will be quite happy after that. To just give you your top 3 in the championship, currently out in front, you've got Ashley Woodward, followed by Dan Ludlow, and then Ian Bolton in 3rd place, and it's all quite tight. There's 13 points between 1st and 2nd, and only 3 points between 2nd and 3rd. That's obviously the overall. Woodward is out in front in Class C, and Class B is again that close battle between Dan Ludlow and Ian Bolton. So let's see if we can grab a couple of the drivers as they all come in and through Parc Ferme. So, I've got Andrew Burns here. Hello.
Hi.
How'd you find that out there then?
Yeah, interesting. It's only the 4th time I've driven the car, so and the first time I've done qualifying in it. So, a bit of a big learning curve, but yeah, it's performed well.
Oh, fantastic. So have you been around Snetterton before? Do you know the track quite well, or is that all of a sudden quite new?
Years ago, but not recently.
Has it changed much?
No, not really. No, it's a good track, really good track.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the fun ones of the season. So are you looking from that session, do you feel like you can go further forward from where you probably are on the grid, or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think with a bit more experience with the car and everything, I should be able to move forward, hopefully.
So you're going to be one to watch for us in the race then?
Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right, thank you.
Charles, you have to talk to Ashley, he's running out.
I will do. Just a quick one then, because we don't want you to be running out of fuel.
It's run out of fuel.
Oh, it has run out of fuel. Well, if you need a hand pushing back, I'm sure Ian and that will happily volunteer. Yeah. So how did you find qualifying went for yourself?
Qualifying was great. I think we've sorted the heating problems out on the car, but unfortunately we rolling road it yesterday and we're down 30 brake. So in the straight line, it's just not got the edge here. So, but we'll get to the end, we'll get to the finish and see what the points are.
Awesome. So obviously championship leader going in, both in class and overall. Even with that horsepower deficit, you feeling quite comfortable?
It's all about drop scores, because at the moment it's whether I can improve my scores from Silverstone to be able to keep Ian at bay and everything. But Ian's already dropped 2 scores, so we've got to see whether or not it all pans out at the end. And Ian's doing all the figures, so I'm sure it'll be right.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Yeah, as I said, it's nice and close going. I think there's only 13 points between the two of you, so yeah, fingers crossed for you.
As it stands at the moment, on I think Class C, either me or Chris can take Class C, and then Class B, I think there's 4 of them mathematically can take it. So, and then overall, it's mathematics again. So we'll see how it happens.
Well, best of luck, and we'll let you go get some fuel.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello there.
Apparently you've got an interesting story for me.
It's there.
Oh, all right.
So it was just a bit awkward trying to change gear with the remnants of a stick, you know.
I'd be lying if I said it hasn't happened to me in the past, but I was in a car park when it happened, not on a racetrack.
Yeah, well, that's different, yeah. So I thought, oh dear, this is not what I wanted to happen, but yeah. And they had a little spin as well while it happened, because it kind of put me off.
Oh, right. So been definitely out having a load of adventures and all sorts out there then.
Yeah, I have, yeah. And I've just been told my transponder's not working, so I don't know what happens there.
In for a penny, in for a pound with problems then, isn't it? But yeah, do you have a good session?
Yes, other than that, it was okay, yeah. Could have been a bit better, obviously, but yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to that a little bit better coming in the race then.
Yeah, cheers. See you later.
All the best. Right, so I welcome you back, Paul. That's all from qualifying for the MG Cup. But do make sure you come back to us a little bit later on with the racing. To whet your appetite, we've got highlights from Cadwell. So I'll leave you with those.
To win, so he can draw the game. And she scores!